Potential replacements for Coach Taylor. Again, I will say, I do not believe Coach Taylor needs to be fired. I think he needs to no longer call offense. I think he needs to no longer play fake GM. And I think we need a real offense coordinator in our front office that has a personality, who can go against Zach Taylor, and can also have a track record. So anytime Zach or anyone else says anything, they look at them and say, listen, I know what the hell I'm doing. I got the best quarterback out there. Let me do my job. And Zach doesn't do anything. He just sits there. He's the head coach. He's a leader. He talks to the players, and he does what a head coach does. Not mingle in things he shouldn't mingle in. That's what I truly believe, okay? And I would love to bring Ben Johnson in as our OC. Because I think Ben Johnson as our OC would work very well with Zach Taylor. Because Zach would sit back and Ben Johnson would say, hey, this is my team. This is my offense. You don't get involved with this. And that's what we need. We need someone who has a backbone, someone who knows how to coach in situational football, and knows what the hell they're doing. And again, I think you get a good offense coordinator that has that backbone, everything works out better. The problem is Coach Taylor wants to be the offense coordinator too. And if he wants to be both, he's going to end up being none. So, let's talk about it. Joe Brady, Bills offense coordinator. Yeah, really no problem with that. Okay. I was thinking about like my thought process behind that, but he was also the mastermind behind LSU run for Joe Burrow. But I was thinking to myself, like, the Bills offensively, a lot of it is Josh Allen. I mean, they still call really good plays. Joe Brady calls really great plays. But a lot of the success is Josh Allen. So that's why I kind of hesitated for a second. But he's still a great offense coordinator, don't get me wrong. It's just a lot of the success is because Josh Allen is Josh Allen. But Ben Johnson, that's the guy that I want. If I had to choose one offensive coordinator to bring over, it would be him. Now, keep in mind, none of these guys we'll talk about today are going to come over and be an offensive coordinator for us, or a defensive coordinator, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, the only way they're leaving the spot they're in right now is if and only if they get a head coaching job. That's the only way. Because why would they leave the situation, for example, Ben Johnson with the Lions, when the Lions are looking amazing, why would he leave that? Only if he's going to get a head coaching job with another team, and then he will get promoted. That's the only way he'll leave. So, any of these guys we talk about today, if we get them, it's going to result in Zach Taylor leaving. This is a replacement for Zach Taylor. This is not we bring him over and try to make him our coordinator, because they're not going to leave their team for our coordinator. Neither will this defensive coordinator here, Aaron Glenn. Cliff Kingsbury will not. Jess Mentor will not, and any of these guys will not. Maybe Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel might actually. He is a defensive guy, so we could actually bring him in as a defensive coordinator, and that might work out. But like Bill, there's no way Bill would be a defensive coordinator. The more I think about it, Bill is too hard-headed of a guy to sit underneath another coach and be that guy. Like, when he was with the Patriots, he was the GM and he was the coach. There's no way he'll go and come out of retirement to be a coach for a team where he's not the guy, right? He's not going to be the backup. He's not going to be the coordinator. He's going to want to be probably the GM and the head coach. So if we got Bill, ironically enough, we would probably have to fire Duke Tobin and Zach Taylor. That's kind of how that would work. We would have to fire both guys, which I know some people would love to see that. But then Bill would become both guys. Now, the problem with Bill is he's actually not that good at drafting. If you realize the Patriots over the last 4 or 5 years of Bill Belichick after they lost Tom Brady in 2019, he was not good at drafting. a lot of his draft picks were bust. Absolute bust. So that's the only problem I have with him is these other guys, you can make them head coach and just replace Zach Taylor, whatever. Bill's going to want to be GM too. And I don't want Bill as GM because Bill as GM is not good. Again, he's just not a good drafter. Throughout his whole entire NFL career as a coach, he's definitely hit on a lot of players, a lot of great players. But as of recently, he's not good at drafting. And I don't think we can really afford that, to be honest. So out of all the guys here, if I had to choose one guy to replace Zach, it would be Ben Johnson, 1,000%. And ironically enough, it would be Mr. College Coach himself, Cliff Kingsbury. These are the two guys I personally would love to have as our new coach if we did replace Zach Taylor. Both of them know how to call offense. Both of them have very good backbones. And both of them have track records of being very successful in the league. And to Cliff Kingsbury point, college as well. But he was also in the league before college. But also in college. So those two guys would be the absolute 1,000% replacements if I had to choose a replacement right now. Again, I don't want to replace Zach Taylor. I want him to lose a lot of his power and control. That's what I want. I want Zach to be demoted. I don't want him to be fired. I want him to be demoted. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.